bitter winds are coming in, and I'm already missing the sun. Stockholm's cold, but I've been told I was born to enjoy this kind of weather. And it's you I find like a ghost in my mind. I'm defeated and I'd gladly wear the crown. And I'll be your Emmylou, and I'll be your June. Be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you, so sing, little darling, sing with me. Now so much I know that things just won't grow if you don't bless them with your patience. I've been there before, I've held up the door for every stranger with a promise. But I'm holding back, that's the strength that I lack. Every morning keeps returning in my window, and it brings me to you. I won't just pass through, but I'm not asking for your salary. And I'll be your Emmylou, and I'll be your June. Be my Graham and my Johnny too. No, I'm not asking much of you, so sing, little darling, sing with me.
Welcome everybody, and again I just have to say you all look amazing. I'm loving all the colours, all the sunglasses. I know people have been putting on sun cream, you're very wise, and it is just absolutely wonderful to be here today to celebrate the love between Rachael and Helen. It is such an honour to be here today. With the upheaval that is currently going on in the world, it's all the more precious to be able to take the time today to enter into this little bubble of celebration. So I'm going to invite you all now to park whatever worries you've had on the way here, whatever stresses, if you got stuck in traffic, if you couldn't find your favourite lipstick, whatever it was, just park it all, because this is a bubble of celebration for the next half hour or so and for the rest of the day. So we are just going to be full of joy for the rest of today. Life is just a series of moments. Some beads, it's strung together like beads, and some of those beads are plain and ordinary, the mundane everyday moments that don't stand out, but yet they're vital for putting everything together in our day-to-day lives. Those ordinary beads are interspersed with big, bright, shiny jewels. These jewels are the moments that touch our souls and make our spirits soar. Like when someone says, "I love you," for the first time. Or that first hug when you have been reunited with someone that you haven't seen for a very long time. It's moments like those that we're going to experience today. And we hope that these feelings will stay with Rachael and Helen and with all of you for a very long time to come. At last, today is their day, their chance to celebrate with all of you, because they did not want today to happen without all of you being here. In normal circumstances, this wouldn't seem like a big deal, but after the few years that we have just had, it is a big deal. So I know quite a few of you have come from overseas, so can I have a big cheer from anyone who boarded a plane or a boat to be here today? And can I have a big cheer from all the Wexford contingent? And also a cheer from anyone who crossed their county line to be here today. Oh, come on. And anyone who has never been to an Irish wedding. We have one person who has never been to an Irish wedding. Well, you are in for such a treat. And can I just ask all the Irish people to please look after this lady and just show her how it is done, because the celebration is going to go on long into the night and there is going to be plenty of dancing, and really it is your duty to make sure that you keep that dance floor full, keep the laughter loud, keep the stories going for as long as you possibly can. Make sure loads of them are about these two, and just really let your hair down and enjoy yourselves. Seriously though, Rachael and Helen are grateful to all of you for making it here today to celebrate with them. In so many ways, wedding days are actually about you, the friends and family who have journeyed with the couple along the path that has brought them to this point in time, from the time before they even met. It's about coming together in a shared celebration of love. I'd now like to take a moment to honour our loved ones whose time on earth has passed. We have lit a candle in their memory and we invite their presence into the ceremony today. We especially remember Helen's Aunt Eileen, who passed away recently. We know that they would have loved the celebrations that are taking place today, so we carry their light with us into these celebrations, and we smile as we speak their names and tell the stories that are entwined with those of Helen and Rachael and so many of you today. I'm aware that this might be the first time that many of you have been to a ceremony quite like this, so I'll just give you a little insight into what to expect. It's kind of like a little bit like a mosaic, so it's pieces of their story, their shared experiences, all woven together with music and readings that they have chosen specifically for the day as part of their story. We will light some candles. You're going to hear the stories and readings before Rachael and Helen exchange their promises and rings, and there will be a little bit of audience participation, nothing to worry about, very brief, and then they will lead everybody down that aisle and over to celebrate for the rest of the day. Lighting a candle is a universal symbol of love and hope that transcends all barriers and distances. The light from the candles represents your individual paths before you met, and also the love and the support of the families and friends, both present and absent, who have been part of those individual journeys. All paths have led to this moment in time, where, surrounded by the people that you love the most in the world, you will take the flames from your individual candles to light a new candle together. This new candle symbolises your pledge to continue on your life's path together as one. Today we invite Rachael's mother Karina and Helen's mother May to come and light the outer candles. Their mothers were the ones who brought them into this world, giving them light and life, and that has been nurtured over the years and has helped to create these two beautiful women sitting here before us. Helen and Rachael will blend their light together into a brighter light as they move forward on their path as a married couple.
Your eyes in the morning sun, I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna be you in my arms again. Then you come to me on a summer breeze, keep me warm in your love, then you soften me. And it's me to show how deep is your love, 'cause your love, how deep is your love. door to my very soul. You're the light in my deepest, darkest hour. You're my savior when I fall. And you may not think I care for you when you know down inside that I really do.
I'm not too sure if you could see a lot of that, but there was a little bit of manoeuvring that had to go on in order to be able to light the candles. But what they have done is they have taken the flames that have been lit by their mothers, and together they have lit the central candle, and they've done it successfully. So that's their first test passed. Woohoo! Helen and Rachel, may you never walk alone, as the light from the people who love you most will always surround you. You can take your seat and sit back and relax as I am about to tell some of your story. When you realise you want to spend the rest of your life with someone, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. Now, some might call Helen and Rachel's story a bit of a whirlwind romance. There may even have been a raised eyebrow or two at how quickly everything fell into place for them. In my line of work, I hear a lot of stories, all wonderful in their own right, but this story really is extra special. When we first met, it was online, and when they told me their story, first there was a lot of excitement about their plans, and then when they told me that they had just got engaged a few days beforehand, and the excitement that was there for them, it was unbelievable. But what they also told me was that not very many people knew at that stage that they had been engaged, and they hadn't been together that long, and it was just so clear that what happened was such a story of hope and resilience, and such a wonderful story of love, because the connection that was made between these two was so strong and enhanced really by the situation that we were in, that it was absolutely perfect, and it really and truly has been one of the most beautiful stories that I've ever heard. I liken it to a flower blooming through concrete pavement, proving that love exists and is even more beautiful during the most difficult of times. Against all the odds, they found each other, and against all the odds, the connection was instant and strong and true. Like, that is the most important thing. Like, their shared family values, everything was so right. So much so that afterwards, when we were released into society again and we were able to go out and meet people, it was like they'd always been together. People just assumed that you had been together for a lot longer than you were, because you're so attuned to each other, you just fit each other perfectly, and it's clear that you're both independent women, but you just really have each other's best interests at the heart of everything that you do. So it is such a joy to be able to be here to tell your story today and to be a part of this day. And even when they met and when the lockdowns started to allow people to go out, they still had so many things that they had to experience together for the first time. Things that we all actually took for granted a few years ago. Going to the cinema, going for a pint, going for a meal and a drink afterwards. The novelty. Everything was elevated. Everything was special. And because you're sharing all those things together, it helped to intensify the depth at which you connected. And that is the solid foundation that your relationship is built on. And it's based on truth, on being real, being vulnerable, being strong, and sometimes just being. Helen tells me she loves Rachel's sense of humour, her fun-loving spirit, her love of disco and ABBA, her love of Edinburgh, her love for her family and friends, and how much she embraces and adores her family and friends. She also tells me that Rachel is very wise and gives great advice, and is incredibly kind, caring, and so thoughtful in everything that she does. It's in the little things that she does, from making her coffee, to preparing her lunch for work, to texting you during the day to see how you are. Helen feels so supported by Rachel in a million different ways every single day, and tells me that her smile brightens up every day. And the little ones always steal the show.
Hi, Maya.
Sit up here.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Good girl.
Good girl.
Now,
Ew.
are we all set?
Happy.
Yeah, I'm happy now.
So cute. Rachel tells me that Helen is fascinating, exciting, and loving. And she loves how Helen speaks to other people because her gentle and unassuming personality just shines so brightly. She fell in love with Helen's beautiful soul and feels so lucky to have found someone who adores her as much as she adores Helen. A perfect day for them is waking up in a foreign town, having coffee and a pastry in the sun, wandering around, exploring new places, relaxing, and then enjoying trying new food and wine in the evening and chatting late into the night. And they've done this a lot over the last year, as I'm sure you know. You have told me that you're both so excited to begin this next chapter of your lives together. Helen tells me that for her, marriage is making a commitment to be there for each other every day for the rest of their lives. To be by each other's sides and to face any challenges together as a team.
I think she's all right.
Yeah.
She's stolen your fan.
Don't need it.
She obviously needs it more than you do. Yeah.
Oh,
dear.
oh, that's the daisies. You alright?
Are you coming back?
Good girl. Do you want Rachel's as well?
Yeah, just really
Yeah.
her too. She'll
That's
wander.
grand.
She'll wander. Grand. Take the two of them. Be careful. Careful on the step.
To be by each other's sides and face any challenges together as a team. For Rachel, marriage is showing her love for Helen by choosing to be by her side every single day of their lives. It's feeling secure as a unit, knowing that she will never have to feel lonely again. You've got competition.
I know. I know. Look, there's bubbles now, so that might help. No.
She's grand. Yeah, we'll just go out. Yeah.
We have no idea what the future holds for you both. But what we do know is that you have created a solid foundation in your relationship with your shared values of honesty, compassion, kindness, integrity, selflessness, determination with huge doses of laughter, and dancing to ABBA to help you through the tough times. There's also a shared sense of adventure at the core of this relationship. In the words of J.R.R. Tolkien, all who wander are not lost. The fact that you have each found the perfect partner to embark on your life's wanderings means that when you are old and grey, sitting in your home surrounded by the millions of spider plants that Rachel has lovingly grown over the years, when you look back on your life, you will have countless stories to tell, and you'll be able to bask in the afterglow of so many wonderful memories, including today. Rachel and Helen, all of us here today, wish that the love that you feel today, both for each other and from everyone here, stays with you for a very long time to come. As I said, a lot of care and consideration has gone into the readings and all the words that have been chosen for today. So first I would like to invite Helen's brother Dermot to please come and read What is a Soulmate by Emily Matthews.
If you have found a smile that is the sweetest one you've known, if you have heard within a voice the echoes of your own, if you have felt a touch that stirs the longing of your heart and still can feel that closeness in the moment you're apart, if you are filled with wonder at the way two lives can blend to weave a perfect pattern that is seamless end to end, if you believe some things in life are simply meant to be, then you have found your soulmate, your heart's own destiny. If you can always be as close and happy as today, yet be secure enough to grow and change along the way. If you can keep for you alone your love as wife and wife, yet find the time to share your joy with others in your life. If you can be as one and walk through marriage hand in hand, yet still support the goals and dreams that each of you have planned. If you can dare to always go your separate ways together, then all the wonders of today will stay with you forever.
Thank you, Dermot.
Thank you, Dermot. Next, I would like to invite Rachel's uncle Dominic to please come and read an extract from Captain Corelli's mandolin.
Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like a volcano and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots are so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because that's what love is. Love is not breathlessness. It is not excitement. It is not the proclamation of promises of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over after being in love has burned away. And this is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. And when all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they find that they are not one tree. But they are not one tree. They are one tree, but not two.
No, thank you, Dominic.
Thank you, Dominic. As we are now approaching the core of the ceremony, I have a couple of boring questions that I do need to ask Rachael and Helen. The answer should be a resounding I do. Helen McLean and Rachel Robinson, do you freely accept each other as wife and wife?
I do.
I do.
And do you declare that there is no impediment to this marriage?
I do.
That's the boring bit out of the way. I am now going to invite you to please stand before me so that you may speak the words that have resonated with countless couples over the ages and will take you across the threshold from being engaged to being married. As you hold each other's hands, I invite you to take a moment to look into each other's eyes. Take a slow and deep breath as you call to mind the reasons that you are here today, and let your intentions surround you as you speak your promises to each other. You will commit yourselves one to the other by the pledge of these marriage vows. Helen, I now invite you to speak your promises to Rachel from the heart by answering from the heart the following questions that you have chosen. Helen McLean, do you take Rachel Robinson to be your best friend, your lifelong partner and your love?
I do.
Do you vow to help Rachel love life?
I do.
Do you promise to always try your best to have the patience and understanding that love demands?
I do.
Do you vow to be open with Rachel, encourage her, and truly appreciate her and the happiness she brings you every day?
I do.
Do you promise to love her through good times and bad, and always be there to laugh with her?
I do.
Do you vow to lift Rachel up when she is down and to love her unconditionally?
I do.
Rachel, I now invite you to speak your promises to Helen from the heart by repeating after me the vows that you have chosen. Do you take Helen McLean to be your best friend, your lifelong partner and your love?
I do.
Do you vow to help Helen love life?
I do.
Do you promise to always try your best to have the patience and understanding that love demands?
I do.
Do you vow to be open with Helen, encourage her and truly appreciate her and the happiness that she brings you every single day?
I do.
Do you promise to love her through good times and bad and always be there to laugh with her?
I do.
Do you vow to lift Helen up when she is down and to love her unconditionally?
I do.
I do, I do, I do, I do, I do. Rachel and Helen, I will now ask you to seal those lovely vows that you've just shared by the giving and receiving of rings. These rings symbolise all the times that you have said yes over the years together and that you choose to say yes again. Excited to see how the next chapter of this journey unfolds for you both. Today the rings have been entrusted to Lillian. can I ask you to please come up with the rings and present them to Rachael and Helen. Friends and family, Rachael and Helen have asked for a little bit of audience participation now, so this is your moment. They want you to bless the rings that they hold in their hands, so I'm inviting you to now please close your eyes and put your hands on your heart and put your good wishes for Rachael and Helen on the rings. So really tune in to the beauty of what is happening here today. Feel the sun on your skin, the breeze also on your skin. Feel your feet on the ground and just visualize the smiling faces of Rachael and Helen. Not just as they are today, but how you know them best. Probably laughing and having the crack or dancing somewhere.
Rachel, there's 2 butterflies. Two together. It was really special. I saw them. Yeah.
When you are ready, you can open your eyes again. I don't know if anybody of you noticed, but just there, just as we paused, there was 2 butterflies just flying around very happily. So I think that is a good omen, and we'll take that as a good sign. Helen, I'm going to call on you first to take Rachel's left hand and place the ring on the 4th finger while repeating after me. With this ring,
I
give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
From this day forward,
You
you shall not walk alone.
shall not walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter,
My heart will be your shelter,
and my arms will be your home.
and my arms will be your home.
Rachael, I now invite you to take Helen's left hand and place the ring on the 4th finger while repeating after me. With this ring, I give you my heart.
I give you my heart.
From this day forward,
From this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter,
My heart will be your shelter,
and my arms will be your home.
my arms will be your home.
2 hearts, 2 souls, 2 families have now been joined here together. It gives me the greatest honour to say the words that you have all been waiting to hear. I am delighted to pronounce you wives.
I wanna make you smile whenever you're sad. Carry you around when your arthritis is bad. Oh, all I wanna do is grow old with you. I'll get you medicine when your tummy aches. Build you a fire if the furnace breaks. Oh, it could be so nice growing old with you. I'll miss you, kiss you, give you my coat when you are cold. Need you, feed you, even let you hold the remote control.
Now that the wives are sitting down, I will just grab your attention very quickly for the final blessing. It has been an absolute privilege for me to have been able to create and deliver a ceremony for this gorgeous couple, because they are just obviously meant to be together. It's so clear to see the relaxed and easy connection that's just got laughter and fun at the heart of it. So I would like to end today's ceremony with a final blessing for Rachael and Helen, which will be read by Rachel's godmother, Marianne. So Marianne, if you could please come up now and do the reading.
Now you will feel no rain, as each of you will be shelter for the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth for the other. Sorry. Now there is no more loneliness. You are 2 persons, but there's only one life before you. May your days together be good and long upon the earth.
Thanks, Marion.
On behalf of Rachael and Helen, I would like to give heartfelt thanks to every single one of you for being here and for being present here today. I'd also like to thank the wonderful musicians, Michael and Donna Marie, who were fantastic, and our photographer and videographer, who have also taken, I would say, the most amazing pictures. They were like ninjas all over the place today. So Rachael and Helen, can I please ask you to stand up one final time and face your guests? It gives me the greatest pleasure to present to you again the newlyweds. Get your bubbles at the ready and give them a great round of applause as we are ready to party. Let's go. Please be upstanding for the wine.